Well, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Choochin on a Monday afternoon. Kind of a special edition. It's way too hot outside. It's like a blast furnace. The humidity is super low. The fire danger is very, very high, and it's so dry. Wood is splitting and other things. So, want to just hang under the shade tree today. But I've had a lot of people asking me about the rig, and I thought I'd take some time today to comment and show you. I didn't put up another follow-up video, but there's a lot of talk about today on the afternoon chooch, not just the rig, but some other things too. So let's get to it. You know, the generator situation here, of course I was thrilled to have a 6,000 watt generator. I think that's awesome. It's definitely the big boy. It's definitely the beast, and this thing has been well maintained over time, thank goodness. So the problem I had was the control board, and I've already removed the control board. It used to sit right in here, and then this panel would go over top of it with the start button and all that, and keep a pretty integrated system. But over the years, as people have fiddled with it, they've shorted out various components. So you know, I knew I had to either repair or replace the control board, and as you guys saw, it has relays, transistors, electrolytic, mylar capacitors. It has all kinds of parts on it, and you know, I'm in there now looking for new boards and weighing out the cost of. I can find a you know, a new board, a blank board for a few dollars. It was a surplus from owning. And I think I can get my own components, relays, and everything and put it together. But one important thing I want to tell you guys is if you're going to disconnect a control board with lots of different, this thing probably had 10 to 12 wires going to it. You want to definitely mark them, both numerically, and you want to mark them with the writing on it, so you keep your order when the board comes. We want to be able to put things in the right position. We don't want to immediately short out things. So that's where we stand now. So on to some of the funnier stuff now. This morning I did the morning choochin for the first time in 2.5 years. I ended up burning a morning chooch because it was a real judgment call whether my left nip was hanging out of my lace top. And I thought, times being what they are, you can even adult content stuff, but you know, times being what they are, it'd be better to just burn the morning chooch. So of the 280 people that saw it, thank you for watching it, and it is gone now. So even though nothing was showing, it looked like the scallop on the material just created like a shadow. You know, I don't need to play, you know. I don't need to play that, so so tomorrow is another day. But it's kind of interesting. Almost 3,000 videos, and that's the first one I've ever burned and took down. Just got rid of it altogether. I mean, it's still in the webcam storage, but you know, that's the end of that that video. I don't need it. I mean, I have enough fun every day, so. Just to let you guys know about that, you'll see a gap for the first time ever with chooches and stuff. So on to other things, guys. I don't know if you can tell, I've been at the gym since last Thursday. Started out pretty trying to do a good solid hour in there today. So you know, hopefully to get back into shape, kind of lose the lunch lady arms a little bit. Thank you, Mr. Vlogger Frog. Sometimes you just need a little kick in life, you know, to get the things in gear. And I feel a lot better. I was going through a pretty depressed state with everything that's going on YouTube, and you know, some of the people that used to be friends have now kind of gone by the wayside. It's been a period of adjustment for me because, you know, I tend to be a gregarious kind of person, and I hate to lose somebody in a circle of friends that I've been close with for a lot of years, especially when it concerns somebody else and not us directly. I always say if you have an issue with somebody, you take it up with that person directly. You don't blast it onto videos and do rants and things like that. It's always nice to say, you know, I was offended by what you said, and then the person has a chance to either tell you to go take a hike or to tell you sorry, you know. And attempt to make amends, especially if you have a lot of history. But I was kind of in a low place, and when I started exercising vigorously last Thursday and Friday, man, I came back full of energy. My mood went up. I have so many new friends in the RVing and the tea community. I'm just thrilled to to be here today and just be feeling good about everything. So just wanted to update you about the generator. Let's talk about something else I did today. I had a long conversation with the GMC co-op down there in Orlando, Florida today, and I've always had a sneaking suspicion about the buzz box transformer. For those of you who have seen the Rolling Rancho plugged into its landline, you'll know I sort of had a buzzing. I had a buzzing, like I wouldn't say a 60 cycle hum, but there was definitely a buzzing in there, which was probably some plates loose within the transformer. And of course, I don't want to get too technical, but you have a primary and a secondary side wound on a big square magnet. Well, the primary side is 120 coming in, and then you can with significantly maybe 1/10 of the windings on the other side, you can take off 12 volts DC or on the other side. And you need that to run all the equipment in the rig. Well, I didn't like the buzzing. It's like maybe some of the iron core plates had gone bad, or like my friend Drew Foy said, you might have had some varnish wearing out that led to some buzzing. Well, Jim Bounds confirmed that it's not a very safe unit to have in, so I've gone ahead and I've gotten I went ahead and ordered on my own a new transformer for that. It's worth the money. I don't want to have a electrical failure that takes out a lot of components or takes out a life. So I ordered the transformer today, so I've been spending the money happily to get things rolling. I know we haven't boondocked and all that, and but it'll come. I'm in no hurry. I'm working hard. I got a really demanding job right now, and we're coming into the really busy season for that now. So it'll get there when it gets there. I want to make sure we can do it safely with a generator and all that. I want to give a big shout out to Drew Foy down in Florida. Drew is one of my best friends on YouTube. He's been on dozens and dozens of hangouts with me. Always faithful, always dependable, always very soft-spoken, and always very willing to help out. When I mentioned I was having trouble backing up the rig, and I just barely kind of punched the fence over there and pushed it in a little at the bottom, he said, "You know what? I got a backup camera, a wireless backup camera, and a screen, and you know what? I'm going to send it to you." And I thought, man, that is really tremendous. Well, it arrived today. So Drew, a big thank you to you for that. That was really very gracious and kind of you. I've just, I talked to Off Grid 40 today. I'm so thrilled. Marshall's going to be sending the camera back to Elvis. I'm going to be sending it on to somebody else so they can use it. So things are going on. I'll just say, don't forget Corey's having her funding. You can go to Irene on the Go, to her page, and you can pick up the links to go on. You can also look at Jen and Rosie Reality TV and my uploads yesterday with the link for Corey's GoFundMe. If you're inclined to do so, that would be a wonderful thing to do. And last but not least, I want to just take a couple minutes about Amanda. I was really tickled pink today to see her putting in her batteries and getting her generator Choochin and getting her house batteries checked. You could just see that I can guarantee we're gonna have meltdowns in the future. We're gonna be kicking the tires and pissed off and stuff like that. But I tell you, I'm really happy to see her take sort of pride of ownership, and also finding out that she can do some things herself without freaking out and feeling like she doesn't know anything about systems. There's nothing like getting your hands in there on the electrics, on the batteries, on the motors and things, to give you a lot of learning in a really quick period of time. So I'm I'm very proud of her moving forward. You're gonna have, I've always tried to tell people, you know, a lot of people, oh, you know, a meltdown's coming, blah, you know, but life is a stair step of things, and you rarely have a trajectory that's just a very smooth linear progression. It's always marked by dips and things like that. So you know, I'm happy that you can have a kind of a crappy night where you feel like this is just overwhelming, and then you can come back and get some things accomplished. So I think a lot of us are happy about that, because we want her to succeed. And you know, she just looked in Brian mode. She just looked so together today, and couldn't wait to go boondocking and all that. So really in good spirits, really in a good sober state of mind, and it was really awesome to see. You know, sometimes, guys, from my experience in the medical field, when you have issues of the mind and you feel like your life has taken, you've taken some bad turns in life that have really affected your life in a negative way, and you take to the bottle and you take to booze, sometimes it takes a dramatic reaching out to sort of jolt that, like a defibrillator, to just get the heart of life going again. And although there's no guarantees, things could still end in some type of disaster someday. You could just see a subtle change taking place with ownership, and having something that's well and truly hers. But more importantly, having the idea that 55 people stepped up to try to make a difference in her life. There's no guarantees, guys, that this stuff won't ever hit the fan again, that there won't be meltdowns and all that, but you know, I'm for one keeping my fingers crossed, and seeing a life move on from a very existence on the side of a porch converted to a bedroom, to actually being in the great outdoors and getting the air, and challenging your mind to do some things, and to learn new things. I think it's a pretty positive thing. Anyway, guys, have a wonderful afternoon, and thanks so much for watching.